hate to say it, but I think that loneliness is kind of self-induced and boredom also. You know what I mean? I've been thinking a lot recently about how I feel like addicted to my phone. I feel addicted to my phone. I'm like constantly checking it. Or even if I'm not, I feel like I'm like fighting the urge to constantly check it, and it's very compulsive. I just want to grab at it immediately without even like having a solid reason. And it's like frustrating because it's like I don't even like have a lot of friends to be worrying about my phone that much, or worrying about like, oh, who's going to text me? Who cares? Like, who cares? I feel like I'm still carrying fears that I had when I was like a child, or like a young kid, when I would be worried that like my mom or dad would be mad at me because I wasn't, responding to them when they call me or something like that. And I feel like I still carry that fear of like, what if somebody needs me? What if somebody like, nobody needs me. What the hell do you need a 26-year-old androgynous autistic bitch? Like, what do you need her for? Nothing. Nothing. I don't know, unless y'all are building some type of like swag siphoning device where you have to like attach like sexy, hot, cool, funny, charismatic people to it to like, pull energy out of them. Like, I guess I understand that, but other than that, don't know what you'd need me for. And I think the worst part is that I've also been unemployed for like 2 months. I just started a new job, which is great because it's like I'm finally seeing people and I finally have things to do. But for that whole 2 months, I didn't like leave my house. I didn't go outside. I didn't do anything. And that is just so common for people my age, especially younger. Like, I teeter just on the line of like the slightly older, like Gen Z who still caught like the tail end of knowing how to communicate and exist in a world without like, having a phone all the time, like a phone in your face all the time. Yeah. And the problem is that like everyone below me is just like not there. And for the most part, a lot of people who are my age are also just not there, because it's like a willing choice. You're making like a willing choice to be like, this world fucking sucks, and it would be easier for me to just like be brain dead scrolling on my phone, brain dead, me and the boys going to go play pickleball or fucking whatever. It's like ways that we find to distract ourselves from all of the shit. And then of course it's like, even, and people much older than me who are just like, they love AI. They love AI and they just love being on like the internet. They do. So in reality, it's like, is it really like a Gen Z thing? Or is it like a, choice by humans? I feel like that might be really what it is. Because, I've noticed that people really blame Gen Z for like everything. Like, girl, what did I do to you? And I know that you guys frequently, when y'all are talking about Gen Z, are kind of more like, I'm on like the older side. I think the youngest Gen Z right now is 14 and I'm 26. So I get it. Like, I know you're not talking to me personally, but it's also like, I don't know, like, you motherfuckers, like, especially millennials, but also it's all of y'all. It's every single other generation, except Gen Alpha, because, why would they be talking about that? But like, well, I guess they are, because they're all calling us unk. They're like, oh my god, you're 26? Like, what was it like living with fucking Abraham Lincoln? Like, damn, chill on me. I ain't even got no wrinkles. Look at my face. Like, girl, chill on me. But that's just how it is now. And it gets frustrating when people are constantly talking to Gen Z. Like, they'll be like, I think it's really interesting that Gen Z is particularly manipulative and seems to not be interested in cooking at home, or like some fucking bullshit where you're like, why do you think that's just Gen Z? Like, Girl, it's not. I wish I could like pull up, you know, all the tweets and things that I've ever seen of people blaming Gen Z for like whatever the fuck that they did, whatever the fuck is bothering them today. Because it's always Gen Z, right? It's always us. We're just the stupid fucking iPad babies who made your fucking life worse. Eminem. Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem. No! Why would I even listen to Eminem? I don't give a fuck about him. Yo, dude. Yo, our president. Wait, I can't even say that on here. Fuck. I can't say that either. Yo, listen, I have to actually control my voice and my words because I keep getting fucking age restricted because I say the F word too much. And I didn't want to have to be like all these big YouTubers on here who say the F word and they gets fucking bleeped out, or they're like, oh, and they're unaliving themselves. I didn't want to do that. I would like to speak like a normal person. But considering that my last video, which I consider to be my magnum opus of my gambling ads video, got age restricted. And I reached out and I was like, hey, what is this for? And you know, there's like, I don't know, whatever. Like, they don't give a fuck. I fucking messaged the YouTube, like Twitter, on Twitter, I messaged their YouTube help. They messaged me, they're like, how, you know, what do you think is the problem with your age restriction, or why do you think there was a mess up or whatever? And I send them this whole, like, you know, response of why and whatever. They ghosted me. They ghosted me. I messaged them again like a week, I don't know, a few days after. Hey, following up. Nothing. Damn, I'll get ghosted by anybody. That too. I'll get ghosted by anybody. I feel like the problem is that, like, I'm kind of an old soul. And I'm also an empath. Like, but, like, when I say old soul, what I really mean is that I know for a fact that I have lived, like, many, like, lives. I am a firm believer in past life and reincarnation and, like, the death and rebirth cycle and all of that. So I'm a pretty firm believer that I've also lived like a lot of past lives. Like I've just been around the block, you know what I mean? And in particular, I am confident that I have lived many lives around the block as men and women. So I like to think that, you know, like I just don't, it might be my antithetical, like I don't love to go with the flow. What can I say? I'm an Aquarius, like, and it might be that keeps me from doing what the kids are doing. But I think it is also that just, you know, like, I feel like this is my first time living a life in this current state. Like, I feel like I've probably lived in different lifetimes where there was not, like, Cocomelon, you know what I mean? And so whatever was going on over there, I definitely was not dealing with phone addiction. At least I don't think so. Like, if I had any addiction, sex addiction, Quaaludes, anything like that. Yeah, anything like that really would be a better fit. But now we're here in big 2026 and making friends is so hard, which is like, in reality, like, I feel like that's such a, you know, there's two big reasons why people are on their phone, and it's like, you know, to cure boredom and then to connect, right? Connect with others. Because, like, motherfuckers don't have friends. Wait, mother truckers don't have friends. People don't seem to have a whole lot of friends, period. Like, most of the people I follow online, like, they frequently talk about not having a lot of friends, not having a lot of people to go out with, like, and you know, I'm like, again, I'm talking about Gen Z, millennials, y'all are fucking lucky, you still had it, you know, motherfuckers were, yeah, people were in, like, you know, 2011, fucking, oh my god, I can't stop saying it, what's wrong with me? People were in, like, 2011 at the club listening to, like, We Are Young by Fun. And they're like, when the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. And that's the shit that they were doing. That, and then, you know, like, one big room full of bad bitches. One big room full of bad bitches. That was Krayshawn, if you didn't catch it. but like they all got lucky, and then, you know, and then why am I in the generation with clavicular? Like, the fuck? Who did that to me? Who did that? I probably did it to myself. This is again part of my like past life philosophy and shit. I kind of have a pessimistic point of view spiritually. So I'm over here like, if I'm in the timeline with like, you know, clavicular and Woe Vicky and Benjamin Netanyahu, I definitely did some fucked up shit in a past life, for sure. Like, how the hell else did I end up here? In this timeline with Epstein? Hello? Like, oh, dude, I couldn't have been that bad, but I must have been. Low-key, like, I got demons, so I'm not very surprised if I was kind of a fucking menace in my past life. Cause, yeah, for sure. So, I don't even know what to do. I've never spoken to my neighbors ever before. Are they doing a tour? What is that about? They must be touring. But yeah, they must be touring. Maybe. I've lived at this apartment for about a year now. I don't know none of my neighbors except for the sweet, super old lady that lives next to me, because I offered to bring up her groceries once. And she was like, "Do you live right there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, okay, damn. I guess if I did not live there, she didn't want me to feel bad for her, or she was gonna hit me with the like, why are you, what's the word? Loitering? Why are you loitering? But that's the only one I've ever met. There's like a couple that lives downstairs that I see all the time, and they smoke dabs in particular. Not even weed, they smoke dabs. And I see their little, like, the tank, the fucking gas tank, that like on their desk outside on their patio. So I know they smoke. I hear them coughing at like 10 in the morning, and I've never talked to them. Passed by them plenty of times, never talked to them. So not sure what's up with that, but I mean, I could say something. I could walk up, but I'm such a pussy. Fuck. Like, I'm such a pussy. I am. I have such a hard time like just walking up to people and being like, "Hello, my name is Susie." Like, what if they laugh at me? I know they're not going to, but that's what's happening in my head. So like, it's in reality, I've really come to find that most people they don't have my personality. Like, I'm a very extroverted and fun person, but I also get like, I get nervous. I think I can be very sensitive to like whatever I'm perceiving from other people. And so if I'm having fun and I can tell that other people are not entertained by my bullshit, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll go. My bad. So, yeah, there's that. Shit's just crazy right now. I guess that's all I really have to say.